Here in the Weather Center with Tony talking about Nate. I mean, this is really going to have an impact on our state too.
It could potentially, although it won't be an issue for us. I don't think here in Southwest Florida. I think it's going to stay far enough offshore that I think the most we'll see is maybe some higher than normal tide along our beaches by the time we get into the weekend. But for folks in Central America, they're dealing with the brunt of this tropical storm now as it continues to soak parts of Honduras and Nicaragua with as much as 10 to 15 inches of rain. You can follow the center with me as it continues to move basically north of Honduras, and really the swath of tropical moisture extends all the way across the Caribbean. So a lot of rain anywhere all the way through Cuba as well as to the south, and the thinking is this will continue to maintain its forward speed pretty quickly here and likely intensifies into a hurricane. Here's the latest as of the 5 o'clock advisory here. Still a tropical storm with winds of 45 miles per hour, and it's moving north-northwest at about 14. It's expected to intensify a little bit into a stronger tropical storm as it crosses the Yucatan, and by the weekend as it emerges into the Gulf. Remember, the Gulf conditions are favorable. You've got warmer waters and lower wind shear here, and it's going to allow it to intensify probably into a Category 1 hurricane by the time it nears either New Orleans or the Florida Panhandle and Alabama. And you can see a very tight cone here, and Southwest Florida is not in that cone. It's because we've got some very good, strong model agreement that this will generally stay on the west side of an area of high pressure that's going to continue to steer this thing towards the north and eventually towards the north and east as we get into early next week, as it weakens into a remnant area low pressure, possibly into the mid-Atlantic and into the north and east. For us